Here on Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. We're on the road in Sarasota, Florida. But in New York, Jeremy Scahill is with us. In Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Glenn Greenwald. The new book by The Intercept, led by Jeremy Scahill, this book titled The Assassination Complex Inside the Government's Secret Drone Warfare Program. You talk about You say at the beginning of the book, Jeremy, that drones are a tool, not a policy. The policy is assassination. Talk about the documents that you got that back this up and how exactly you got them.
Well, I mean, first of all, what I mean by that is that the United States throughout its history has always engaged in assassination. But as a result of the global scandals of this, involving the CIA, with the overthrow of, beginning with the overthrow of the democratically elected government of Jacobo Arbenz in Guatemala, the overthrow of Mossadegh, the overthrow of Salvador Allende, and then the political assassinations that were taking place in the United States in the 1960s with JFK, Bobby Kennedy, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, COINTELPRO. All of this sort of sparked congressional action, and there were committees formed to investigate this. And basically, the short version of the history is that President Gerald Ford issued an executive order that said that the United States would not conduct assassinations and use the term political assassinations. And people think, oh, well, the U.S. has a ban on assassination. Every president since Ford, including Obama, has upheld that executive order that says that the U.S. doesn't engage in assassinations. Jimmy Carter edited it at one point to take out the word political and to add, contractors and other people working for the U.S. government. But the U.S. Congress has stealthily avoided ever legislating the issue of assassination because if it were to do so, it would call the question on one of the centerpieces of American doctrine around the world, that we can kill whomever we want, wherever we want, whenever we want, because we are America. And if Congress actually had to define what an assassination was, which attempts to do that have just been clobbered by the permanent establishment, then you would have to look at things like the bombing, Reagan's bombing of an attempt to kill Gaddafi. You would have to look at the bombings that Bill Clinton did in the early stages of his presidency that were aimed at killing Saddam Hussein, but instead killed the famous Iraqi painter Layla al-Attar and other civilians. You would have to look at the Obama administration's targeting of Anwar al-Awlaki, a U.S. citizen who was never charged with a crime, and I think should have been charged with a crime and brought to justice. But instead, he and another young American, Samir Khan, were executed by drone strike, authorized and ordered by the President of the United States. And so if you're going to say that that is not an assassination, then we live on a different planet. And so the documents that we've obtained sort of show the banality of the immoral notion that we can kill people anywhere around the world without consequence and kill our way to victory.